Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rivka's Craft Corner. I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I am about 7 minutes late. There's a reason. Seriously, there is. What's going on is that basically I had some problem getting the webcam going. So first things first, I'm going to make certain you guys got the output, and it's the Yeti Nano. That'll be good. And the video will be none other than the PC camera. I should be back now. I'm on now. That's good. Should work fine now. Good morning, Audie. How you doing? So we are going to be working on a cute little fairy dragon. At least I hope it's going to turn into a cute little fairy dragon. This Monday, next Monday, by the way, I have a little surprise to show you, and I'm going to do a dun 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 type of sound. Are you excited? Because I am. I have something to show you guys. Part of me wonders if I should wait until, but I won't be on this coming up Monday. So I kind of want to show it. Since I'm not going to be on Monday. We have a mascot coming to town. Our little mascot came in the mail. This is the bag it came in. Right here. It says make ship on the bottom. It's a nice one. So who do you think is going to be making a debut? Who do you think is going to make a little debut? While we're at it, before we start working with clay, because I really don't want to mess it up. Ready? Our little mascot came into town. Welcome to our little mascot, Miss Lucky. Hi. Can you see her? She came. Lucky from Paleo Pines is here. This is the plushie I was telling you about. She made her debut. So when I'm working on Paleo Pines, yeah, isn't she? I love her. She's so cute. I will be having her here while we're playing Paleo Pines. What do you think? But yeah, there's our Lucky. Lucky's here. Okay, Lucky. Sorry about that. But she will be coming with us every time we play Paleo Pines. I think she works as a mascot. What do you think? So I wanted to show her to you. Say bye-bye. Oh, well, this part will not come apart, so bye-bye. Yep, I showed Lucky. We have Lucky. So happy we have her. So she is the mascot for Paleo Pines. Well, after all, on Paleo Pines, she is the original dino.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree, dear?
She is, dear.
Audie goes, "Hey, cutie." Sorry about earlier. My computer decided, I'm going to be a little cantankerous and try and shut you off, and you're going to have to restart again. But yeah, that was my little mascot, and I wanted to show you. She came into town. I was going to, my original plan was to put her up Simon. Oh, wrong one. I also wanted to show you something I handmade before we start. And this is the thing, I'm still thinking about doing my Cricut on the thing, but we'll find out everything shortly. Oh, someone commented. Yep. Okay. So I made this. Can you hand me that fox? It's hard to reach it.
Hand you what?
The fox.
Fox.
Yes. My Cricut fox. So this is another thing I made.
Hold on. I have to find it first.
It's quite beautiful and lovely. This is the Cricut fox I made. Let me know your thoughts. Did I do really well on this Cricut fox? Here's the head. And all the way down to the tail. And it's a lantern, of course. Head to the tail.
On the Stein shop.
So but that's my fox I made. Little lantern. So here, can you put that somewhere safe and sound so it doesn't get ruined? So that's what I made on my Cricut. I plan on making a hummingbird later on with the Cricut. Now, I am going to show what I am making right now. We are going to be working toward making this beauty of a fairy dragon. That's what we're going to work on. And best way to do it is to is to I'm not going to put the horns on until after I'm done. But yeah, I'm going to pull up my AI, which I'm now on Night Cafe if you ever want to look at my work. What's this? No, I just want to look at my creations. Thank you. I think it's at the very bottom. I've been making AI for a while now. art from Night Cafe. And I'm just going to use their inspiration. I really like this one. I could redo it, but I really don't want to redo it. So we'll keep it at the old one. There are way too many of these. Now, you've seen these videos, not videos, but these bee balm. Well, it actually works. It's kept my mouth, my lips very, very nicely covered. I should have the picture so I can get it for you. There we are. The one I'm after isn't that one. I can't make that one. I think it was this one. Or was it this one? It's a little big. No, it doesn't even have the face of it like I like. I think, if I remember right, it was this one. Okay. Save images. Oh, I already have that fairy dragon. Okay. The other one I thought about was actually a fairy dragon I made just doing a test run of something. And I found it and I was like, ooh, that's a pretty one and it's quite gorgeous. I wish I could search for my stuff. That's a fairy dragon. I mean, this is really pretty. But there's one that came out so pretty I actually like even better. But to make it will be quite interesting. So let me see if I can find this fairy dragon. I had it in my hands. No, that's not it. It was in the baby area. This one. This one. Reminds me of a fairy dragon. Save image as fairy dragon 2. So, I mean, I have Fairy Dragon 1 and Fairy Dragon 2, and I'll show you both, and you can choose which one I make. But, and these were done on, so I actually like this one better, but you can't see the tail of it. But I do have, let me present an image. The image is of a gorgeous fairy dragon. There's this one. There's that one. And we're going to add a second one just in case. We're going to add one more image. And we're going to choose which fairy dragon seems about right. It's between this one and the other one. I mean, this is the one I was really working on, but the facial feature is a little bit too, it still doesn't look quite like a fairy dragon. It looks more like a dinosaur head. I mean, maybe if I work on the body first, maybe. The other fairy dragon I thought about is this one. It's quite pretty, and I love the look of it. Fairy Dragon 3. So I have like 3 different fairy dragons I can use. And this is the one I kind of want, but not sure about. Fairy Dragon 4. Okay, so we have fairy dragons. So it's between this one right here and this one right here. It's this one or this one. But I actually like this one the best of all of them. I'll show you. Sorry, big time. I actually like this one the best of all of them. But you can let me know which one you like. I've showed you all 3 of them. I have to redo the face, I think. So we're going to redo the face. Love the eyes. Love the eyes. The eyes are amazing. I'll find it shortly. So, up to you which one you think I should make. I mean, I like this one the best, but I also like this image. But it doesn't show the tail. But it does show kind of what I'm after. So I think I'm going to do this one. So let's work on the face. It seems I messed up on the face for some odd reason on the other one. Yeah, I love the multiple wings on this one. So I want to make it as thin as possible. The other one, yeah, I think I made it way too big. I mean, it's gorgeous. It would work great for like another. I have like a few of them, like this one right here, which would need horns, or at least what you said. Yeah. And this one turned out really good, but it does not look like a fairy dragon. Just does not. And then there's this one right here. I'm not sure what I'm going to make. Probably a regular dragon out of this one. Beautiful head, though. Beautiful head. Even my husband says that's a beautiful head. Right, dear? So the head needs to be bigger, but not that big. And it needs to be thinner and not as thick. So we're going to redo the head. And make it thinner. Ooh, I like that. That look. Okay. Okay. And we need to thin it out a little bit in this little section right here. You don't want it too thick on the top part. So we're gonna fix it. Not too enough to give it a little bit of a Then we'll put the little bottom part of it down there. So we'll organize that. It doesn't show teeth, so I could just have it closed mouth. Doesn't have to show a tongue or anything, but kind of wanted to show a tongue, but I'm not sure. For now, I can put that on later. Okay, so one, take off the hair. Don't quite understand why it keeps trying to hold on to hair. So I'm gonna use this as a guide. And this part right here. We need to shave off some. But it needs to be thinned out. This is interesting to kind of bring it down. Okay. Flatten it out a little bit. Bring a little nose thing to it, and then a little nose thing to it. The nose horn. Now this needs to be lifted up just a tad. Thin it out a little bit more into this little section right in here. It still has a nose horn, just not too thick. It's supposed to be very gentle, very gentle. So yeah, I'm thinking this one might make it to the final round. We'll see. It's very thin though. We're going to make a fairy dragon. So I'm trying to flatten it in the bottom part right in here. And next one we got this little section. And then we're going to fix this a little bit right in here. I think I got the gist of it pretty much right here. I think. Don't you agree? Something like that. And we can go inward a little bit, just a little. And make this one inward a little bit. Inward, inward. And more rounded around the outside. More rounded, rounded. We're getting there. Yeah, the head's starting to come together. That is looking good. Oh, you can see the dragon. Oops, I thought I had it showing. Oh, sorry about that. So here we go. I think I got the dragon to look kind of like the outskirts of the dragon. So this is what I'm after. It has to have a little bit of a smile or whatever it's called. I think we got a little tiny dragon. Because after all, this is a I think I did really good on that. I think. Just bring it more rounded around this little section right in here and right in here. Thank you for telling me that. I think we did really good on the nose. I'm seeing it. We'll have to put like a little, okay, a bit bigger. Okay, we'll do that. We're going to get it working. We will. We'll get it working, but it still has to be very thin. It has to be thinned out. So we are thinned out. But I'm thinking that's how the roundness is supposed to look. It'll have cheeks up on the, because it shows cheeks. I'll have cheeks right in here and right in here. I think we got the roundness done right. It needs to be rounded. So let's make it bigger, but yeah, that'll work. Because I have to work a little bit bigger, but at least I have an idea of how to make it a little bit better. Wouldn't you agree? So we're going to redo that. And I'll work on all the other bits shortly. I just want to make certain I got the head right. I will not be, the thing is, I have 3 different ones to choose from. I mean, I like this one the best, but the one I was going with originally, I know, I have to fix the head. still like how that one turned out. I like that one better out of all of them. Really do, but it helps me know. Oh, that's what happened. I'm sorry, I messed up. Okay. Well, it's okay. It's okay. We need to make it a little bit bigger anyway. But now I know exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to thin it out. This is the thing. You're going to thin it out. Because I found out that you have to thin it out when it comes to a gorgeous little fairy dragon. No, they don't have big snouts. And then we'll put the cheeks on it and everything. I think that will be... It's just, it needs to be bigger because I know I'm not going to make the right size body for it if I do it wrong. I do, but I'm going with a different body. So I'm going to be making a different body. That one was to... What was the word Jeff said? Oh, that's looking good. Much better and slimmer. I have the original body, yes, but it just didn't look right to me. So we're going to make a new body for it. Yeah, from what the picture shows right here, I'll show you the picture. From what the picture shows, you see this area right in here? I wish I could draw on it. There's this little section right here. It shows how slim it slimmed down. So it's thick on the outside, like thick on the head part, but slimmed out on the do you see what I'm talking about? It's slimmed out. So I mean, it's not that thick, but it's thick enough. Ow. I know, I'm just showing you. I was just showing you what dragon I'm doing here. But if you look at the nose and that part, it actually looks pretty close to the slimness that I'm after. And then we'll work on the slimness right in here. And it looks really good. Not too thick, but thick enough that I can add the little mouth to it right in here. What do you think? Did I do good? If I'm looking at the picture right, now it needs its little nose horns. Just little ones. Doesn't need big ones. Ooh, I like how that turns out too. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, so we're gonna take this little part right here, lightly push a little divot, just a little, and right in here, just a little divot up in that little section right there, and a little divot just right in that section there. What do you think? Did I do good on the upper it's not looking like, yeah, and then we can just put a little tiny mouth there. What do you think? Did I do good? It might need to be a little smaller just by what I'm seeing. So it could be about that small. And then we still will do that little divot and bring it in. I still like it, but it was a little bit too big. There, that's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. Oh, thank you. Breakfast is ready, but we'll eat that later. Oh, thank you. But anyway, I think I did really good on this. I think I did really good on this. I think it's not too big, but it's not too small. I think I did really good on this, and we can now push this part up. Oh yeah, that looks much better. It's this little piece. I hate when hair gets in it. Okay, we got it. I think if I did it just right, it looks sort of like the picture of the, yeah, I think this is more the size, and it's not too thick. It's the bottom part that's going to be a cantankerous. But I think we got this part done right. Because it's this part right here that has to be thinned out. I think we got the length right. And we will be putting the eyebrows and all that. But what do you think? Did I do good on that part? I'll eat this shortly. But oh yeah, it's way too hot. Okay. And we'll get this later. Okay. So I think I got it right, and it looks amazing in my book. So we're gonna fix what you call the nose horns. Little bitty nose horns. After all, even a fairy dragon has little bitty nose horns. What do you think?
What's that there? Well, it needs a bit more shape yet, but it's certainly looking on the reptilian side.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, does it look like a baby, like not a baby dragon, but one of those fairy dragons?
We'll probably get there in the long run, dear.
Trust the process is what I've been told.
That's right.
Trust the process. But yeah, that's going to be a little fairy dragon. So it has its little nostrils. Okay, so we have pretty much thinned out the face. Now let's put the mouth on it. Let's look at the mouth. Let's study the mouth. It's not a big mouth. We want one that's, decent. And it's still a little bit thick in this little section right in here. Okay, and then we'll probably cut away about that much. So that's and we'll send that out right there. Because it needs a little roof. And that needs to be thinned out a little, pushed in a little. Yeah. Try to get the thinness in it, and then it needs to be rolled a little bit, rolled into to bring out the dragon's facial features. And we'll clip this up a little bit. Slim it down a little. Little nose horns, but make it very blunt. Lift a little area in there. It's basically trying to get it where it looks just right to the picture, but not 100%. Then we go in here and we go in here and we bring this down a little bit. I'm trying to lift up the little ridge. There's a ridge right here. Just a little bit of a ridge. And we want to lift up this ridge right here. Get off, get off, get off. And then we want to soften it so it's not too tough, but enough to get the ridge. A little lightly later, just slightly there. And a little lighter here, just to see here. Okay. And we are going to lift this just a tad up. Then we're going to lift it up like this. Sorry. Now, I hate when I do the nails. I keep feeling it looks like a dog at the moment. I'm just trying to get it to look like a... Okay, so now we'll put the tongue, not the tongue, but we'll make the bottom part. Trying to make it thin, but it's not quite thinning out, and it needs to be more rounded. Kind of reminds you of like a that's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. Yeah, that's... So we're gonna set this part up. It's called the jawbone. That's what I'm working on now. Jawbone is cut in half like that. You don't want it too thick of a jawbone, but one that's kind of thick enough. Let's check. Yeah, I like that. Jawbone of a dragon. Then we'll put the cheeks on it to kind of bring out the little bit of the cheek area, because there's a cheek area right in the bottom half right here. You don't want it too big, but I should get like a dark color so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. I'm just not sure this is reaching the area I want. I feel it is, but I'm not sure. Because it's not possibly. The cheek area goes right here. So, sorry, I'm paying attention to the cheek area. I will later on, when I can afford it, get a better camera than I have right now. It's one that's going to be an auto-focusing one. But right now I don't have that as we speak. So we are right now working with what we got. Starting to look almost like a dragon, like a little fairy dragon. Only reason I pushed this down was so it's, keeps it nice and fluid.
Probably read my book for a bit.
Sure, dear. And I need your opinion.
Sure.
You know what a fairy dragon looks somewhat like? Am I getting there?
Yeah, I think you're getting there.
I am?
Yeah.
This is what we have so far. This is the mouth area. We will be making the body later. I'm trying very hard to get it to look really. I don't think it has that big of a nose, and it keeps showing me it's like about that big. It's not that big. The nose is not that big. Just very light nose thing. Nothing big. I keep getting it big, and it's not big at all. It's like a very light. Now I might be getting it. very light. And then this part right here goes right in between, very light. And then with the mouth going right here. That looks more like it, and I like the way there's the cheek right here. It has a cheekbone. I need to make a cheekbone on this side next. Are you guys seeing it? Here's what I got so far. I think we got the small, yeah, it looks pretty close to the facial feature. So that's pretty good. And that just helps you see where the mouth is. So, but yeah, we have to get this part because it can't be very mean. It's cunning and it's sly, but it's not mean. Never was a mean little guy. We'll fix the ears on it and everything soon, but I want to make certain I got the gist of the skull. Yeah, that I think if I have it right over here. We put the thing on the bottom for its little right in here, and we pull it down. And we use our little fingers to kind of pull it down to bring up the cheekbone of this cute little fairy dragon. I want to make it as symmetrical to the other side as possible. Yeah, I like how that looks, and I like how long it is, and it's decent. Then the eyes go right in here and right in here. So we're going to redo the face because after all, the face is a very important part of this cute little guy. Cute. It's actually a little girl, but still cute. Okay. And then we are going to make some that is more out, and that one is a more out and in. Yeah, that looks good. There's a, and you can see where it's opening, and the snoot is too long. I keep trying to make it just right. Back to square one. That better? Is the snoot better? Looks like it's better. Yeah, I think it's better. It has a little bit of a, so we'll just using this as a guide to make certain we got the mouth the way we want it. Yeah, I like that. That looks really cute. Okay, so this is how we got the snoot. The snoot looks pretty good. I still feel it's a little bit too big, but we're trying to bring it where it's nice and thinned out. Because it has to be thinned out. That's one thing I noticed. Has to be long and thin. So long and thin. We got most of it done nicely. I think that looks pretty good. And yes, I'm using every tool I have available at the moment. I think that looks really good. I do. I think that looks really good. There's the cheeks, pretty symmetrical. Flatten it out a little bit, just like that side. I think, but the mouth, pretty close. What do you think? Is it pretty close to it? I mean, if you look at it, long side, I think we got it pretty good. So I'm gonna aim it wrong way, aim it this way so I can see it in the light. Pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So that looks pretty good. Okay, so next we need to put eyes on it. Like green eyes, I'm not sure. Not black eyes. See, do we have any bigger green eyes? Maybe these green eyes. Or these green eyes. Might go with these green eyes, but that would be a little bit too big for it, but then we can work on it. Maybe these green eyes. Okay, and we're going to do the eyes next. And we're going to work our way around. I'm going to start getting my tools ready for this part because these eyes are really teeny tiny and you have to have something to help organize it. So we have this little part right here. Isn't he adorable? She adorable. Yeah, she's adorable. Right in here. I want to make this part right in here has a little bit of a thing right here. That way it looks good. Why are you off? So I think we lowered the snoot down. I think the snoot looks really good the way it is now. I think I fixed it as best as I can. I'm just using this as a guide. I'm really pull it just to kind of get it nice and good. Got the nose right there. I have the facial area right there. And it's still not too big. So we just got that part done right there. I think we did really good on the chin area. I think we did good on that. It looks good. Okay. Now we're going to do the green eyes. Oh. I'm going to have to make the picture bigger so I can see how close the eyes are. I'm going to make it bigger just so I can look at the eyes real quick. Okay. So where do we put the green eyes? Like right here? Just above there. Maybe back a little. Same here. Just checking to make certain it's pretty even. Okay, we got it. Well, what do you think? Did I do forward facing? Just give me a minute and I'll show you. Did I do forward facing? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting a little wormy dealy right here and here, and then making it more, yeah. Did I make it forward facing though? That's the question. So this is the eyebrow. The eyebrow goes right here and wraps around that, and then it also wraps right there. I'm working on the eyebrow right now, the eyebrow area. Make sure it's nice and tight in place. And then it goes all the way across, right over into that little area right near the snout area. You think the eyes are a little bit too small, so I should use bigger green eyes? I can do that. That's no problem. Because we can work it out. I only have these sizes eyes, so I can do that if I have to. So we'll do that, and we'll put this one away in the other green one. Okay, we'll do that. That's no problem. I was just trying to get an eye visual of the eyes. If you think the eyes are too small, we can bring it up like this. So I'll take this part off and we'll put this other one on. Let go of my finger. Thank you. And like that. I'll put that close. That better? Now, I didn't put the eyebrows on it, but does that look better? A little more forward facing. Okay, we'll use something else to help push this forward. And this one a little bit more closer to the front. So okay, now we're going to make the eyebrows. Because I was putting the eyebrows on. And the eyebrows is actually going to go all the way across. So we're going to do this, where the eyebrows goes over and across. Okay, that looks good. That's what I got so far. Not sure you can see it. But that's just the top part of it. That's the eyebrow right area right there. And it goes all the way across the snout. I think we got that part done right. And it still looks like the small snout that they have right there. I like the way it looks now. The other one just looked a little bit too big, if that makes sense, and it doesn't look right. I think we're finally getting it. What do you think? I think we're finally getting it. So yeah. So we'll organize that right in there. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks good from the top too. I just want to make sure that the eyebrow stays on it. Okay, we'll do the eyebrow on the underside now. Woo! This time I think I got the face right now. It's going to be the neck that's going to be a problem next. Won't you agree? I always have problems with necks too, for some odd reason. So here it goes right here, and then it goes into this little area right there. I want it to kind of close in. And there's the bottom part. Oh, sorry. It needs to be mid certain went in. Okay. There you go, right there. I think we did really well on the eyebrow and that part. Now we do the same. Hopefully I can do it symmetrical. This is not easy doing symmetrical. But I really wanted the tongue flicking out, but it's just not in the cart, it's not doing it the way I want it to do. So now you go right here, go over here, you flick up a little bit. See, no, it needs to be down just a tad bit more. Now flick up. And then this part goes onto this all the way to the edge. So it doesn't look, I have to mix on it, kind of fits in there. Just organizing it. We're trying to get the eye to look just right for this thing. And by the way, when I make it, I do plan on selling it on DeviantArt. Get off of there. Yeah, I think that'll look good. I think that's too much of it right in here. I think we got it now. Now fix this back up a little bit. Jeff actually likes fairy dragons. They may be mischievous, but they're cool to look at. And when he said he was going to put a fairy dragon in his book, I was like, okay, maybe I should do a clay project, the clay figure of a fairy dragon. So that's what I'm working on. And you have to be just right if you're making the fairy dragon. Make sure it's not covering things up, you know. That looks good. I'll fix it, but now We are to, by the way, this part's supposed to look like that. Okay, cool. We are to do the bottom part underneath the eye. They have to look as symmetrical as possible. I like that one. Let's massage it in, and let's try again. I'm using this this other one that I made on AI. This is the one I made on AI to give me an idea how to make a fairy dragon. That's not bad looking. And we can make some, this part, this white part doesn't get into it. And we can cut this part off right here. And bring it up to this. Bring that up to that. So we're going to strengthen it right in here a little bit. Make certain that that's, and then we're going to make certain this part stays right in this little section right here, because you don't want your pieces to come apart. And then you want to aim it just right. Make certain it looks good. Okay, I like the way this one turned out, so I have to figure out what I did here. Did I do it like that? Let's see. And wipe this little section off in here. And bring this down a tad. Not too far down, but just down enough to. I think we got the eyes on now. You can let me know your thoughts. Sorry, I was trying to get the eyes just right. So there's the eye right there. That's how the eye looks right there. And there's the eye right there. Don't like how this part came out though. And what I'm using is a needle to flatten it a little bit so it comes out nice. And making certain this part stays nice and flat there. I think we did it. I think if I had it aimed like this, it looks like the dragon. And it has right in here is the smile. Right in here is the smile. Right in here is the little spot right there. So I think we did reach that goal of the eyes to look really good. Now for the neck. Oh boy. Am I good with necks? Not really, but we'll try. It has a very unique type of spiral up here. I think I got it as even as possible to each other. I think I did. I think I did really good on getting the spiral on it. Okay, so now let's work on the neck. Sorry about that. I'm trying to visualize it and trying to fix it up. It will not show any teethies because it doesn't show teeth in the picture there. So here's the first part of it. There's the nose and every part of it right there. It has a little bumpity bump here, bumpity bump here, and one second, what did I do with it? Ah, there it is. We need to fix this little ridge right in here just to make sure it's nice and flat, because we don't want it to over compensate. Okay. Same way here, we want it to be symmetrical to each other. So I think I did fairly well on making it symmetrical. Pretty good. One is a little bit thicker than the other. I mean, I can fix it to be thicker. I could add just a little bit more of what you call a clay to make it thicker right in this little section where it's much thicker. And that'll bring it out. Yeah, I think that'll work. And this side has that little thing there too. I like how that turned out. I think it looks really good. We're going to use this as my guide to make it in that little ridge. We want that little ridge to show up. Same here. Little ridge. Use your finger to hold it, and you use your little needle, which I use needles, to fix it there. We got the ridge. And we fix it so the ridge doesn't overcompensate here. Same here, we don't want it to overcompensate. I think we did pretty good on the facial actions of it. What do you think? That's what I got so far. What do you think? Did I do good on the facial part? There's cheekbone right there. There's a little ridge right there. There's on the other side, if I turn it this way, there's a ridge up there. The eyes are pretty symmetrical to each other. I think I did pretty good. The mouth has like a little slit in the mouth, and I will fix it with a little bit of black to show the mouth area. But yeah, what do you think? Did I do good on that part? Now to do the neck. Ugh. Let's see if we can do this neck. This is going to be fun doing the neck, guys. Oh, I agree. It needs horns, but we're going to do the neck first. That way I can make sure I do the horns correctly. But at least the eyes look good. The nose, well, actually it needs to be thinner, I guess. needs to be thinner right in here. It needs to be rounded. Thinner. We don't want it too thick, but we don't want it too thin. And just give me a minute, guys. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it really doesn't need that big chin. It doesn't need that big chin. Yeah, it looks much better. Doesn't need that big chin. Looks a little bit better. The chin was driving me crazy. Chin was really thick, like up to about here thick. I slanted it because it looks like it's slanted inward a little bit. I think I did pretty good on the face. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Did I do good on the face? Yeah. I think I did pretty good on the face. Now we're going to be working on his neck. So I'm right now working on this part, and this is going to be fun for the neck. It has to be thick up on the top and on the bottom. So it needs to be thick and it needs to go the head has to go onto the neck. So we are right now working on the neck. Trying to visualize how I'm going to do the neck. And it needs ears. It needs ears. Do you agree? It needs ears. I have an idea how to do the wings. Believe it or not, I have a beautiful idea for the wings. Okay, it needs to be bunched in a little bit. It needs to be flattened like this a little bit. And we'll start building the neck. So that part goes, I think you need to flatten it first so it'll stick onto the neck. Okay, I think I got the neck area. It actually looks good the way I just did it. Yeah, I think we did. We just got the neck on our dragon. I was like, okay, how do I get this neck on here? Then we'll put horns on it. And keep the neck pretty stiff. Pretty stiff. And then we'll fix the neck downward. I always have problems with the necks. Because sometimes I think, oh, the neck has to be, but it shows that it gets broader, so I'll have to add more to it. But it starts thin and then it goes broader. And that's what I'm working on. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, I will need as much help on this as possible. So we're going to go thinly down, and I'm going to actually put plates on it, because in the front there's plates, in the back there's not. Back has spines. So we're going to build this up to where it's a thicker neck. Right now it looks like it's wearing a sweater. So right now I'm building the neck. So we're starting small, or well, actually, you know what? Give me a minute, guys. I have an idea. It's going to help me make the neck a little bit stronger. Not that one. This one. It will just help me build this neck a little bit stronger. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it all together, but we're going to take the scissors. There's my bad scissors. Where's my bad scissors? Bad scissors. And we're going to take armature wire, and we're going to fix the neck first. So we want the neck to be like this, I think. This goes into the skull. So we're going to fit this right like this. And then we're going to have it where it's sitting into the skull.
Oh, sorry, I'm chuckling to myself.
What?
I'm reading something in the book. In the science fiction book I'm reading, cats are intelligent enough to talk, but only in their own language.
Yeah. So
And
there's the neck right there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add more to the neck, little by little, because I learned if I do it the wrong way, it doesn't work well. And we will be working on the horns. Oh my word, are those horns going to look amazing? I have an idea how I want my horns to look. It actually will look almost like deer horns when it's all done. Okay, as you can tell, I'm right now working on the neck, going down. We're going to make it, but I like the fact that I put this up here. So now I can work on the neck and make it thicker as it goes down. Yeah, that's looking much better. You want it to look thicker as it goes down. If you have it looking like it's not thick enough, you'll know. So right now I'm working thin down to thick. And just now I finished one part of the neck, which is the upper neck, which is the thinner part. And as I go down, it'll go thicker. So I'm going quiet for a second as I concentrate on fixing the head to the neck. So this is the first part. That is the thickness of the neck starting. Now you notice that it was thinner up here. Now it's getting thicker. So we're going to make a bigger, what do you call it? So I'm going to be aiming it like this, and then I'll add a thickness to it. Because you have to add thickness to it as you go down. And right now I'm building the outskirts. So the way this has it is this part right here is the thick part, is when it's starting to get thick. But we are not done yet. We are working our way down. So I'm trying to visualize this neck. Okay, let's see. We have I'm trying to visualize here. We have the neck and the mouth going really well, no problem. We have the neck going out like that, and sitting up like this. That's one good thing about armature wire. You can fix your neck any way you want. It will have belly shells, or whatever they're called, belly scales. But you really want that neck to be thick going down. So I'm right now working on the neck as we speak. I am also going to be making myself a little tool to make the scaly bits, because it can't be what you call smooth. Okay, so here's that part looks right, and then it goes like this, I think, and it gets thicker going down till it gets to the body. Okay. Yeah. Now we are going to make it even bigger and thicker on the neck and the body. So here's the thing I have here. It's ready to be wrapped around the body. Then it goes down to this, and the body is humongous, by the way. Okay. Now we're going to thicken the body down here because we want it to be thicker in the neck. It needs to be thick in that neck. After all, the head has to be held by a thick neck. Don't you agree?
It helps with supporting the head, yes.
I think Jeff will agree that the face looks good. We still need to put the horns on. The horns, I'm actually thinking of making a deer antler type of horns.
That would work.
That's what I'm thinking of for it. Now we're not done. This is just that looks really good. I'm trying to visualize it. Yeah, and this part goes like that. Good. Now we thicken it on the neck. And you have to thicken the neck. You have to get what you want. So we're going to thicken the neck. I love the fact that I'm using a armature wire because I don't think I could thicken the neck if I didn't. Right now I'm thickening the neck on the body. Spending time thickening the neck. I got the head pretty much done. So I go quiet most of the time when I'm actually talking. I actually go quiet when I'm concentrating, just so people know I'm not talking because I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. I concentrate on my work as I'm making it. I have to say this body looks good. Don't you agree, dear?
Let me have a good look at it.
The neck looks good. It's getting thicker.
Mm-hmm.
It's thinner up here and it's thickening down here.
It's going to be about half actual size at this rate.
What do you mean half size?
Because a neck that size will have a correspondingly large body, won't it?
Yeah, but you said it's about the size of a cat.
So you're going to end up with something nearly 1/3 the size of a cat at this rate.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, it's going to be big, but it's still a small,
Not quite life size.
it's not large. It'll be about the size of a bird, I think. Okay. So that's the neck. And you can tell I went from long I went from a long to thicker. Now, the body is already done. The neck is done. I think I did really well on the neck. I honestly think I did. I really worked hard on the neck. I think I did much better than the last time when I was trying to make this. Oh, I have plenty of funny ones to show you, but honey, your dragon,
Yes, dear.
for your book has green eyes.
There you go.
Just so you know. So make certain you mention that dragon has green eyes. Because that's what I've
gone for.
gone for.
Yeah.
So make certain you mention that the dragon has green eyes.
Whatever works, dear.
But I think we did really well. I mean, I got the look of it. It's an older dragon, believe it or not. She's an older dragon, so she has a little bit of wrinkles here and there. She's supposed to have wrinkles. So look at the neck right here. As you can tell, it's more stable. It'll be able to hold its weight, and it's going to be able to stand. Now, what we got to do next is build the body. Now, with the body, I'm not using as much clay, sorry. So we're going to build the body with aluminium foil. Woohoo! I love aluminium foil. It'll help build the body, but it will help. So what we got to do is we're going to put this in there, and that will help organize the body. Because there is no way I'm going to use all my clay building the body. So I did really well on the neck. Don't tell me I didn't. Look at the neck. Didn't it turn out great? Look at that neck. We will be putting horns on it. We will be putting ears on it. We might put a tiny little holes in front. I can do that real quick. Tiny little holes for the nose holes. Sorry. Can't see it. And we'll fix the tiny little nose hole outward. So we'll go here, and we'll go out here. There we go. Got the tiny little nose holes right there. You can see the nose holes. I will be coloring them so you can see the nose holes. Okay, so we will reorganize the mouth. So the mouth goes this way up. This way up. Same way with this one. This way up. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so here's the neck. By the way, I gotta fix the neck a little bit. Now we're going to do the body. So, remind me that I put it into this little thing. Now I'm going to make the body part. And then we'll set them together. I like how the neck looks. Oh my word, that looks so amazing. Wouldn't you agree?
Coming together very well here.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and make a little hole so it knows where it goes. Now, I'm looking at the body. We will wrap some more aluminum foil around it, because that's what we do. Little pieces of the aluminum foil. Gotta say, love aluminum foil for my clay products. So, and now I gotta visualize how I want this to go. And we gotta make a little hole for our wings, which will probably be right about here. So I'll insert a hole right here and probably put a little thing there and insert a hole right here. So we know exactly where the wings go. It has to be up near where the arms will go. Oh my gosh, the arms is going to be a pain in the bum. But yeah, so we're going to wrap this in aluminum foil. So it's more flat. Okay. And we're going to wrap it around that. And we're going to wrap it around that. That way we have our dinosaur. That way we have our clay being able to go around it. So the body is outward like this. So now I can finally wrap some clay around it. Now I'm wrapping clay around the back, around this part right here to make the body. I still have the arms to make, and I still have the wings to make, and I still have the tail to make. So I'm doing it in little parts. I just did the neck. The neck looks amazing. Can't wait till it gets done. The armature, I should make maybe an armature wire. Yeah, I think that would work. With the feet going down like that, the feet going down like that, maybe. I have this much armature wire at the moment. Okay, so the feet, they don't need to be humongous. Feet. This is the top feet. This is the top feet. We still need the tail. Okay, these are the top feet. The back feet are more rounded like this. So we'll do that, and then we'll lift this like this. Rounded like that. And then we'll put that like that so it goes right in. Okay. Put that far in. So we're going to do this, but we're going to go backwards. So we're going to go here. We're going to wrap this. Sorry about that. We're right now working on the feet. Okay, I think we got it. No, we don't. Okay. These stuff falling off of me. Talking to my. Okay. There's the armature wire and feet. So this will go like this and like that. I think I got it pretty reasonable. So one goes this way, the other goes this way. It's pretty close. It's going to be the back leg, as you can tell. That's the back leg. So we'll cut it about this far. So we now have two legs ready. One's this way and one's this way. I think I have it. Let's see. That, and that. Pretty close. So we got the back legs. We got the front legs. Now the front legs, if I pay attention to it, it needs to go in like this, turn like this, and like that. So in like this. So they both have to be very sharp, in like this, turn like that, and that. And this one, same situation, in like this, turn like this. Sorry. And up like this, and like that. So we know which way the front legs are. We'll have to make the bends in them and everything, but this helps us know how to put the legs in. Just give me a minute. Yeah, this would go like this. So these are the front legs. In, and out. Boom! Click in. So we got the legs, sort of. Sort of. Now we'll work on the body. Because we're going to have to make certain it comes out completely flat and nothing comes apart, and also have to varnish it after it's done and all that fun stuff. But at least we got the legs, the leg stability part done. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think this is plenty big. I might need to make it bigger, but I think this is plenty big. Maybe bigger, but mostly we want to make certain. Can you give me a minute? I gotta clean up something. They're called green little drills. Wanted to come out. But yeah, I'm using my AI art that I did. By the way, it is my art. I went on AI. it's called, what is the name called? Dragon Leaning, but what is it called? I'll tell you the name of the AI and you can look at some of my art. It's basically AI that did it, but yeah. Night Cafe. Oh, lead you to my cafe. So let me, my creations. Night Cafe. Let's go to Night Cafe. Just go here. Um, yeah, it's called Night Cafe. I went there. I was testing something out because I wanted to make a fairy dragon. I wanted to make one. And the only way I can make a fairy dragon is learn how to make a fairy dragon. So I went to Night Cafe and I'm like, okay, make me a fairy dragon. Pretty much, that's all I said. Make me a fairy dragon. It went and made me a fairy dragon. And that is my my artwork that was on the AI. That's what the AI made for me. Is it really my artwork? No. But I go the extra mile, don't I? I go the extra mile. Even if it isn't technically my artwork. I mean, it is because I created it on AI under the Night Cafe. Do I keep it AI? No. I actually go and make it physical. Wouldn't you agree, dear?
You do, dear. You've gone and made something out of it.
So. That's what I'm doing right now is AI making it physical. Is it raining?
I don't think so.
Or is it the fan being weird?
I think it's a rare train going.
A rare train?
Yeah, it sounds like a train.
Huh.
Something else rattling very much like one.
That's what I'm saying. I heard it rattling. Now, it has a fat body. It has a round body. So I'm right now working on making the AI, well, not the AI, but making the clay part of it. And I'm glad I have a lot of white because I can make a lot of white out of it. Can I, baby?
You can do.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking it and I'm fixing it in, holding it in place. Gotta say, I do like AI, not AI, but I do like that I can actually run to AI, hey, make me a fairy dragon. And it makes me a fairy dragon, and I'm like, okay, thank you. That's my model. Oh, that's funny. So, how do you like our mascot for gaming? We have a mascot. We have a real mascot, the real Lucky. We have her. Okay. Keep going. So are you seeing what I'm doing? I have it aimed where you guys can see what I'm doing. Before I wasn't aiming it right, and now I'm aiming it right. I don't know much about the fairy dragons. Jeff can tell you more about the fairy dragons. I can just tell you what I'm making. There is more white coming out because I need more fairy dragon. Okay, so we are getting there. And we're flattening out. And then we're going to strengthen it a little bit. And then we're going to put it on the foil. This is going to be right where the neck area is. I'm going to make certain it's big enough because we need to make certain it's big enough for the fairy dragon and its neck. The good news is the white is easier to work with your fingers because you can actually blend it in with your fingers. As you can tell, I just blended in this part right here. So yeah, it's blending in perfectly. It's a lot softer. It's a lot easier to maneuver. So is it technically AI's work? Is it technically their work? Or because the only problem I have with AI is that they kind of steal from other artists, I think.
Well, they do, because what happens is that the artificial intelligence can only go looking for existing artwork.
Yeah.
That's also why I've been very wary. You know, those ones where they say, write your own ebook?
Yeah.
Where is it getting the information from?
Some others' books.
Yeah, has to be.
Well, I'm just doing hand work. I'm just using it as a guide. I'm not going to make it exactly like the thing, but I'm using it as a guide to help me know how to make a fairy dragon. I think that's fair. You can use that as your guide. So I'm using this as a guide. Now, am I going to make it exactly like this? No. I want to make deer antlers on it. Little bitty deer antlers. So, well, we finally got it around most of the foil, aluminium foil. Right now I'm needing to make Sonia stop that. Talking to my nails. Stop that. Okay, and then you just flatten it out, make it nice and smooth. Smooth it out like this, just a tad. It just makes it smoother. then we can add more to it to make it even thicker. But the main thing is to get the thickness of it, because this is the front part. This is the back part. This is the front. Front part is where the neck goes. Now, you need to shape it down there a little bit. You need to shape it down there a little bit. And you only do a little at a time. Don't do a whole lot at the time. Because if you do a whole lot at a time, you don't get much done. So shape it. There we go. Right now working on the body. I'm not working on the feet yet because I've learned feet are not my strong suit. So I don't work on feet first. The neck was not my strong suit. The face is usually the facial features of an animal is usually my strong suit. Even my husband will admit that.
You do well there.
I love working with eyes and mouths, and the facial feature of it is more my strong suit. So right now I am working in this part. Now the body of it will need to be a little bit thicker on the bottom part of it. Top part of it can be pretty thinned out. But the bottom part, by the way, I'm using my crochet hook to help me smooth it out. Okay, now we need a thicker underbelly. Thicker underbelly and visual gag, I guess. Not gag, but because this, if I got it just right, will probably fit in this part right here. I do it just right. And then just put more thickness right into that section right there and thicker under here. So I think we did pretty good. I think that will definitely hit it. So what we'll do is we will add more thickness around the, so what I'm going to use is the clay around the neck area and thicken it right in here so it can thicken going down. And that will help me see what I still need to fix. Just so you can see what I'm doing here. I will actually look for the real artist of this painting and show them the clay product. What do you think? Should I do that? The real artist of this?
I would think very carefully about it and pray about it first.
Okay. Okay, so we'll put this around the neck, bring it down like this is what I'm thinking of. Just give me a minute. I set it down for a second. And we're going to strengthen the neck right in here. Strengthen the neck. Oh, that's working really well. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That is working out really well. Hard to believe. A piece of clay and an aluminium foil, and you can get a creation out of it. Whoever came out with this genius idea of protecting or saving as much clay as possible, I gotta say, good job on them. It saves money, number one. Doesn't it, dear?
It does save money. Clay is not cheap.
Nope.
Although if we manage to find ourselves a place eventually with a little river nearby running through it, perhaps, clay will suddenly be cheap again.
Yep. But this is actually, if I remember right, it's made of a certain type of clay. It's like a plastic clay, I guess. Polymer clay is in plastic clay. It's not 100% mud clay. It's a different type of clay. So there's so far what I've gotten. I'm loving how it's turning out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to work this in because we want it to really come in place. So first things first, let's work this in. Work it in really tightly. As you can tell, I'm using this to smooth it out so it's nice, and look at the neck. It goes thin and then gets thicker. That is what I was aiming for. I wanted it to be thicker as it went down. Because it's starting to take place. It's starting to take form. I'm liking that. Don't you agree? It's starting to take form. Right now it looks like a duck. Well, not really a duck, but so what I'm doing now is I'm using my finger to squish it, not squish it, but push it into the grooves, strengthen it on so the neck will not come apart. then I need it about that thick on the bottom part. So we're going to do that thick on the bottom part. Well, I just got my white clay all of a sudden. I will say it's starting to take shape. Starting. Oh, definitely need it. I'm right now softening it a little bit with my hands, and then I can shape it. So I do like how that is going to come out. I think it'll turn out really pretty. Well, pretty. I mean, majestic. Whatever the word is. So we're right now thickening the bottom part right now of this dino or this dragon. That's going to be good. No. Don't do that to my dragon.
Go away, fly.
But yeah, they use like polymer, and polymer clay is actually technically a plastic / clay medium. At least that's what it says on it on the packaging. So here we go. Let's make sure it looks good. Now I have an idea how I want the wings to look. The wings will be like a butterfly wing, but they will be iridescent, and I have a perfect way of how I want to make that. So this part goes like that a little bit, and that goes down a little bit. Not too far down. Mouth, nose goes down a little bit. Okay, and then we need to organize this part right in here. Okay, because when I do this, I'm going to be bringing little shells down. Right now it looks like a little duck, but it's not a duck. Trust me, it's not a duck at all. It will be a dino. It just looks like a duck at the moment. I'm trying to get it as close to that. Goes around. There will be a little going down. I think I got it just right in the thickness. Now all I need is to bring this part a little bit thicker in this little section right there. I'm doing pretty good on it, I think. I can ask my husband what he thinks. I mean, he knows what a dragon body looks like.
Aren't you working from a picture? You should be. Yeah, you are.
I am. Right now, it looks like a duck. At the moment, it looks like a duck.
You should have Honko come out and test and see if it's a duck or not.
But I did good on the neck. The neck is just perfect, right? Like,
That is very good there.
the neck is one of the problems I had last time. Once I put the horns on it, it'll probably show up as a dragon. But right now, it looks like a duck.
Well, because your body angle is different to the one in the picture.
What do you mean?
Hold it right up against the one in the picture. That, if that stays in that position, that has to come down a fraction more because it's sitting on slope down, you see? Yeah, like that. That's going to be difficult. I don't really recommend doing that. You just have to adjust it because that way you can have the forelegs down like that, so it can be sitting up with the other back legs curled. But if you don't want to do that, you can curl it another way, and that's fine.
Oh, I already had the legs the way I wanted.
But if you want straight front legs, then your body posture is slightly wrong.
It's not straight. It's bent like this and this. Bent.
Yes, yeah.
So it's not really 100%.
The front legs are straighter than the back legs.
Yeah, straighter, but they're not actually straight.
Yeah. Go back to reading.
Okay. At the moment, it looks like a duck. It's not a duck, I promise you. But at the moment, it looks like a duck. I'm seeing it. I'm not sure if you guys see a duck at the moment, but at the moment, I'm seeing a duck. But it'll get better. It'll get better. And the belly is like this. So I'm right now trying to get the belly part on it. That's why I'm trying to strengthen this, you know. So yeah, it's not a duck, but it looks like a duck at the moment. It won't once I'm done. Like, I can't wait to make the horns. Are you excited about seeing the horns, guys? The horns will just give it away. Right now, I'm just doing the belly. Going flat like this. And flatten like this. So this part goes about right here. Oh, Murgles. Right here. It's getting there. And then what we'll do is we'll bring out a little bit of fatness. Well, not fatness, but you know what I mean. Flattened on the outskirts. At the moment, it looks like a duck. Excuse me. You don't belong there. I am really trying not to make this look like a duck. Oh, Murgles. Okay, we're getting somewhere with a bigger belly. Now we will aim it to have thicker in this section and thicker in this section. We're getting there, we're getting there. It just needs to be thickened, but it takes a little bit of time, guys. You have to have that thickness going into the section. So right now I'm working on making it thicker in this section. Yeah. So we're now going to bring it out so it's thicker in the belly area. You know, my husband said that when we meet the Heavenly Father, he's going to actually ask the Heavenly Father to make a fairy dragon because they're so cute. That's how he feels about fairy dragons. He loves fairy dragons. He thinks they're so cute. We actually have a lizard that actually flies without guides. We actually have such a thing. Don't worry, I'm right now just building it up. See on this side, and then I'll build this side up. But right now I'm building this side up. At least the face is done. I gotta say I did really well on the face. Once I put the horns on, that's when you'll know it's a fairy dragon. But not right now. It looks like it's, I don't know. Looks like it's a duck. I hate saying that about my own work, but it does. It looks like a duck. To me, anyway. That's why I'm trying to build it up and build it outward. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it looks like a duck? Or, well, it won't look like a duck shortly. But at first, it looked like a duck. And I'm trying to get the ducky look off of it. And right in here, next is setting up the belly. Now it's starting to look more fuller. But like I said, right now, it may not look like what I'm aiming for, but trust me, it will be what I'm aiming for. I'm using my fingers to push the clay in and blending it together so it stays pretty much uniform. Pretty much. And then I'm blending it and but we got quite a bit done today. I mean, we already started on the body. We got the head. We had the head of it. We got the body right now being made. And then we'll have the legs. I think I'll do the back legs first before I do the front legs, because I think that will make it easier. And it all will fit into place. Okay, this side looks more when you're looking at it, it has more girth in there. Don't forget, I will be making little things going down the neck, down to the body about here, or down to here. So that will be done soonish, maybe in the next video, but definitely time to work on this side to bolt that out. I think I'm doing pretty good though. I think I got a lot done today. I got the head, I got the neck, now to work on the body. I even have the back legs. This is the back legs. I'll show you what I mean. Close to the edge right here. It'll be pushed in like that, but yeah. Back legs will go right here. That'll be one of the back legs. Down here. Well, that will help me know how to fix it. So I can actually look at this, pull it out, and bring it down and fix it to the back legs that I need. That will be the back legs right there. And I think I found out that I had it way too big. Wait. Okay. So that goes like that. That goes inward like this. This goes here. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'm looking at the back legs. So the back legs, we'll figure it out. Back legs. So this part is the hip area, which is right here, the hip area. This is the leg part right there. And I'll figure it out. But it's the back legs. So the other back leg would go right here. Here. And make it, yep, 3 hours of worth of work, and I did quite a bit here. I think I did really well on getting the body done. It looks, at the moment, I will admit, it looks like a duck, but it's not a duck, guys. I promise you, it's not a duck. But yeah. So next week, I should be able to make it a lot bigger. Not bigger, but you know, a lot thicker. So this part goes right in here, so it can be thickened. And then we'll sign off shortly. Just want to make it certain I work on a little bit of thickening on this side now. I already worked on this side. That looks amazing. Now to make it thickened over here. And it takes time. It takes time to visualize it and make it just right. But at the moment, it actually looks like a duck, sadly. But it'll look nothing like a duck when I'm done. But hey, maybe one of these days I'll make a duck. Yeah, buffer it and make it, but it's supposed to be dainty. So it's not supposed to look muscular. It's just, I'm right now trying to bring it out, a little bit more fuller in the outside right here and underbelly. Because from what I'm seeing in the picture, it has to be fuller and a nice underbelly there. But I think the big key will be once it has its horns, once it has its horns and once it has its legs, it won't look like a duck. But right now it looks like a duck. And then there's that big, beautiful tail. Well, not big, but it'll be thick to thin tail. That's a goal. Pretty much all organized. So for right now, I will sign off. I did get quite a bit done on the dino. There, stay there. Okay, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. Thank you for being here with me. I know I am trying to make this, I'm trying to visualize this thing. But yeah, it's like that. Round. Yeah, I got it right. But it was a little bit too thick, too big for its body. Anyways, we will talk to you not on Monday. Monday is shot. We have something going on Monday, so we'll not be talking to you on Monday. But on Wednesday, I will talk to you then. Thank you for being here. I am working on this gorgeous little dragon, and it's taking me a while. And I'm trying to make it just right. So, bye guys. Nice having you here. Shalom. If I can get this.